50 prophets gonna jump on one man of God just to kill him. Isn't it amazing who people who would never even talk or communicate suddenly are exchanging phone numbers, going out to lunch, going to dinner together, at a movie, forming a club, a clique, and a posse for one purpose, to kill you. They just want to strategize and kill you. Go ahead, do what you got to do. Go ahead, have your heyday, because when this is all over, God is still going to be God. You better slap somebody, say it's good, it's all good, it's all good. Because if God be for me, then who can be against me? So God, watch, is developing the type of faith that makes you look like a fool. Now I'm almost through. I've got just a few minutes. But it's that next level. That if you happen to be in the house tonight, and you've been through anything in the past few years that you look like a fool, come on. Then you know we're here. Come on, we're homies. Come on, sisterhood. Yeah, we all together right now. Justin's laughing at me. He's like, Mom, don't even try to go ghetto on us. Come on. He's just laughing right now. Look at somebody right now and say, I've got you. We're in this thing together. We're in this thing together. Because that trouble, watch, was created just for you. Just for you, that trouble. Think about that. That God loved you enough, Will, to create that trouble just for you. That God loved you enough to design, Pastor Chris, the past year of your life just for you. He loves you enough to sovereignly strategize and allow that trouble and trauma and all that dilemma and that drama to come into your life, because he loves you enough to show up and to show off. Because you could have been part of the ordinary. You could have been part of the comfort zone. But God said, I'm about to be extraordinary in your life. So I don't know who I'm here for, but somebody looked like a fool in the last year or two, talking about how he's Jehovah Jireh and having to file for bankruptcy, talking about how God is a big God and all his promises come to pass, and having to go through 18 life personal crises and saying God still heals and God still delivers and God still saves and God still restores and God still has a better future than anything of your past. I don't know what you've been through, but it made you look foolish. It made you look like you lost your mind and that God didn't exist. You better look at somebody and say, she's talking to you right now. He loved you enough to create that trouble. Be seated. That he would be the only one that could get you out of it. Now talk to me, Elijah, because your name, your identity reminds you every single day that God is Jehovah, that he's Jehovah. He says you're going to come out of this. So Elijah teaches us faith in 3 absolute ways. In the next 5 minutes, I give them to you. He gives you a sign, he gives you a sound, and he gives you a storm. The first thing is God said, build a trench with fire, an altar, and some water, because I'm going to give you a public sign. I don't know whose faith has been made to look foolish, but God is getting ready to give you a public sign. He's getting ready to demonstrate some things in front of everybody. That everybody who has mocked you and made fun of the God in you that you are serving, God's about to give a public sign. Everyone is looking at you, and God will not let you be shamed. God will not let you be shamed. Not one of us is worth the reputation of God. He's not going to let you be shamed. So publicly, everyone that has mocked and everybody that has rejected and everybody that has questioned and everybody that has said, now where is your God now, will see a public demonstration, because fire began to fall from heaven, and there will be no mistake where this miracle is coming from, because there's going to be fire falling from heaven. This ain't going to be from grandma. This ain't going to be from pastor. This ain't going to be from your best friend. This is coming from God. This is a job for Jesus. This wasn't one the government can do. This isn't one that your corporation could do. This isn't one that your money could do. This is a job for Jesus. So fire's coming from heaven, and it licked up the wood and the rocks and the water. Rocks means the hard places. Rocks is always supernatural, because God will give you a sign for the hard places in your life to be burned up. Something that is impossible, God's about to send a miracle from heaven and say the hard places in your life are about to be burned up, because you can see that with man it's not possible, but with God all things are possible.
Make plans to join us next time on Paula Today for the conclusion of A Little Cloud But a Whole Lot of Rain.
What is the price of a life to you? Every single year, 1.8 million people will die by waterborne disease. The majority of those will be children, with over 5,000 children under the age of 5 dying every single day. You literally can save a life. Most of us have the luxury, like I do in my kitchen, when I'm thirsty, to take a glass and go to our filter, our water, whatever we get it from, and get a clean cup of water. And not worry, will I die, will I get sick? But there are multitudes of millions that don't have that, and you can make a difference. Paula White Ministry is partnering with Water is Life. And give life you won't.
See her latest itinerary of special events and speaking engagements, and find out when she'll be in a city near you. Be a part of Paula's global prayer community. Expand your world. Log on to paulawhite.org today.